Okay, now, we got one more type of example to do of what can go wrong in this situation or make your lives more interesting. And let me again find one from the book.
Do we get to start our homework during class?
I truly hope so.
Do we have a lot?
If you're, for you, I don't think it'll seem like much because you seem really quick at this. If you're really quick at this, it won't take long. If you aren't,
Also,
good luck.
did you close your grade book shut?
Wednesday.
Yeah, that's why we have to hand it out the late homework Wednesday.
Wednesday is when I close my grade book, and
Oh, actually, homework.
I added that I'm not going to check my email Tuesday after 3:15, so I don't want people asking me and sending me an email Tuesday night at 10. I know Rodney said that was going to be his strategy to email me Tuesday night at 10 and get it all done that night. But yes, Stevie.
Wait, you said all late homework is due Wednesday, and
Correct.
you're also closing your book Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm not taking any more after Wednesday is all that means.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I'll have your grade figured out Wednesday at 3:25.
Okay.
Actually, though, I've got my spreadsheet pretty well set up. If I get all the data, it won't take me long.
The stupid tripod thing.
Isn't that tripod kind of annoying?
It's
Yes.
scary.
There.
What makes it seem scary?
It looks like a robot.
A robot.
It does look like a Decepticon, doesn't it?
Spider-Man.
I'll see if I can. I have a blue one like it at home. I'll see if I can find that. That might be a more soothing, less distracting. Yeah.
Does it really matter?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks like a spider.
That does look like a spider, which I kind of like about it, but not
It
everyone.
was fine.
It looks like Spider-Man.
Okay, in the black costume that made him evil. In the symbiote
It's
costume,
getting
not the
ready
red
for
and blue.
Halloween.
Okay, these two equations now. All right? These two equations. First question, which I'll go ahead and tell you the answer to. If I just add or subtract these right now, it will not make one of the variables disappear, and it will therefore not accomplish our goal. So now what should I do next? Artur.
You multiply 7x minus 12y by 2.
Uh-huh.
And you multiply the second equation by 3.
Okay, here's Artur's idea. He wants to multiply the top equation by 2 and the bottom equation by 3. Somebody other than Artur tell me what Artur noticed that made him think to do that. What did Artur notice about that?
Wait.
Oh,
Yes, Eliza.
Oh.
Go ahead, Eliza.
if you multiply the top one by 2, you'll get negative 24y, and the bottom one will come out to have 24y, so that's 24y.
Correct. Why did he have to multiply one of the equations by one thing and the other one by another thing to make that happen?
Then you get the same number, and then they can get the same number.
All true. That's all true. I think you guys have skipped ahead of me. I think I'm actually asking a question. You guys have already thought it through better. The answer I was going to say is none of these coefficients are multiples of the corresponding coefficient in the other equation. Over here, we had a 2y and a 4y. So that 2 is a multiple of 4. Or we had a 1x and a 3x. 1 is a multiple of 3. None of these 8 doesn't go into 12 any even number of times. And 5 sure doesn't go into 7 any even number of times. And when you see that happen, you've got to multiply one equation by one number and the other equation by a different number in order to get a least common multiple. In other words, Sarah, it's just like when you've got packs of 8 hot dogs and packs of 12 buns. Have you noticed you can never line that up?
Why does every single math teacher I've ever had in my entire life give me that example and then tell me to fix it? Why?
Because it's the ultimate practical example of least. It's the only practical example of least common multiple.
I know how to fix it.
If you want to walk out the store with
You
this
need to get more creative.
All right. Okay.
Wait,
Think of another food group, man.
I have a question.
Eggs. Eggs and what else?
Bread.
Tortilla.
Carrots.
Okay. Anyway, this one from here. Our new equations are 14x minus 24y
Equals 44.
negative 44. Nimi, you're slipping a little bit on the positives and negatives, huh? Negative 15x
Too late.
Mine,
plus 24y equals 3 times 14?
42.
42.
I
I think you're right. And now, do I add or subtract these?
Well, you subtract the first one and then you. Oh no. You subtract all of them.
We add everything in this case because we have a well, okay, I see what you're saying. We're going to add this entire equation to this entire equation. that will look a lot like subtraction here. Yeah, what's
So you're gonna
14x?
get negative x?
Uh-huh.
That's what I got.
Negative x plus 0.
Equals negative 2.
Okay, if negative x equals negative 2, then what does x equal?
Positive 2.
Does everyone agree with Nimi?
Wait.
Yeah,
Why is the first
we're
one
adding.
negative?
Why is the first one
Shouldn't the
which?
first one be positive because it's negative times negative positive?
No.
Holy.
Hold on. The first which? The first equation?
It shouldn't 44 be positive.
No, because it's negative.
No, we just doubled it. We multiplied everything here by positive 2. Because that way we'd get a minus 24y and a positive 24y. Our term multiplied instead of the signs would take care of themselves. Yes, Nimi.
So when you add is actually when you subtract, and subtract is actually when you add?
Not always. Don't memorize anything like that.
Well, that's what we've been doing the whole time.
Hold on. What we did is we added these two equations, okay? And that meant here we added a positive to a negative. When you add a positive to a negative, that's the same as subtraction, okay? Over here, we also added our equations, okay? And that meant here we added a positive to a negative, here we added a positive to a negative, and here we added a negative
Yeah, but
to a
then you
negative.
subtract a negative from a positive.
No, I added a positive to a negative. The result was the same. You're getting bogged down in words, kids. Let's you and me talk after this. Okay? We'll talk. All right? X equals 2. Now, am I done with this one yet?
No, you're plugging 2 back in.
Somebody besides Nimi, which equation?
The second one?
Somebody besides Nimi, which equation? The first one. Thank you, Eliza. Okay, so 14
No.
times 2 minus 24 times y equals negative 44. I could have gone up to that first equation up here.
Wait, it doesn't matter.
It's still the same answer.
It's the same answer, but you were thinking about going to this one here, right?
Yeah.
And I jumped to this one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Which would get the same answer, but you know what? This will be easier. 7 times 2 minus 12 times y equals negative 22. 14 minus 12y equals negative 22. Now I subtract 14 from both sides, which gives me negative 12y equals negative 36. Is that correct? Divide both sides by negative 12.
Your answer's 3.
Y equals 3. Well, the answer to y is 3. The solution to this system is that these two lines intersect at the point 2, comma 3. Okay? I don't promise on the homework tonight that all of your answers will be whole numbers.
Oh.
Some of them may be fractions or decimals. But you guys get what this process, how this process works?
Yes.
Okay. They will fall into 3 general categories. Problems where you don't have to do anything except add or subtract, because they'll be like the first one we did, where there was a plus y and a minus y. Just add them, you're fine. Problems where you'll have to multiply one of the equations by a number. In this case, Sade said to just multiply this one by negative 3. And problems where you'll have to multiply both equations, each one by a different number, in order to get a least common multiple, as Artur noticed with the two, multiplying the first one times 2 and the second one times 3 here. Questions, comments, compliments, or concerns?
Great job.
Thank you. Artur. What page is the homework? The homework is actually up here tonight, so let's get this on the tape. The homework tonight is page 152, 23 to 34, all show work. Page 152, 23 to 34, all